Hey everyone, so I'm here to talk with you about some really common myths that people have or that are out in the world about Beachbody. So, a huge one, I've kind of already had a little bit of this conversation with some of you, is that I'm not a salesperson. Well, I got news for you. Me neither. I'm not a salesperson. I don't like to go and tell people, hey, look, I've got a brand new product, or go knock on people's doors and worry about selling things to them. That's not my goal. The greatest thing about Beachbody and what I have enjoyed the most really is that I just share my journey. I share what I'm doing, the programs that I'm using if I go to the gym and I lift heavy and I'm doing deadlifts, or whether I'm at home doing a cardio fix from 21 Day Fix, or if I go do yoga, or I rode my bike to work, or whatever it is that I'm doing, I share that. And it starts to happen naturally. If you're being consistent and you're posting your whatever it is that you're doing on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, you'll start to see the comments happen. Wow, you look awesome. Or, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You look amazing, right? Then you can say, oh, you know what? I've been drinking my Shakeology every single day, and I'm currently doing 21 Day Fix. Or you can also say, I'm doing Body Beast and I'm doing yoga on the weekends, or whatever it is that you're doing. And then people are like, huh, Body Beast, what the heck is Body Beast? And then you start that conversation, and it happens naturally, and you're not out there being salesy and annoying people and, hey, you want to buy this? Hey, you want to buy this? Hey, you want to buy this? Because people are going to shut you down really, really fast. And no, that I'm not doing that. So that is something that it just kind of happens. The sales part of it will happen through helping people. And as long as you keep the goal in mind of helping people, then you'll do just fine with your sales. Also, keeping in mind that if somebody asks you what you're doing, for example, and you tell them and they're like, oh, that sounds really cool, but then they never kind of say anything else about it, it's totally okay to follow up and say, hey, remember that conversation we had about blah blah. But you don't want to be pestering people and just kind of picking at them and doing that. And by the same account, with being consistent and posting your stuff, you don't want to post things that are like promotional ads or things like that. Like, post your own results, post the meal that you made with 21 Day Fix, things like that, and the people will come. So don't worry about being a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson, I'm a teacher. So another concern that people have often is that I'm not a fitness model. Who in the heck is going to want to follow me? Well, me neither. I'm not a fitness model, and I don't believe anybody on our team is a fitness model, although some probably could be. But you'll see a video tomorrow where she talks about, or in the next few days, where we talk about being relatable. Now, do I have people on my Instagram that are bikini competitors or figure competitors or fitness models, and do I look up to them? Sure. Like, dang, I'd like to look like that. Yeah, I do, because they're amazing and they're so disciplined, and it's like, wow, you guys are awesome. However, they're not, it's just what I call them, everyday people. They are everyday people, but, they're not the average person. What they do takes extreme discipline, and most of us don't have that. I certainly don't have that. So I always think about, if you've ever seen The Biggest Loser, right? Have you ever sat watching that show in bed having a donut? Going, man, those people are really rocking it. They're doing an awesome job. Just sitting watching these people week after week lose weight and change mentally and spiritually and emotionally and release the demons and lose the weight and all of that, that's inspiring to me. So I think that by us being real and just sharing our journey, our struggles, people struggle, it happens, and being real, that people will trust your opinion. People will trust your opinion. Now, if you're posting a cheeseburger every other day, they're going to go, I'm not going to get anything from this chick. Look at what she's doing. So you have to be real in your journey and keep yourself accountable. Okay? And in doing that, other people will definitely be inspired by you. Okay? Here's the big one. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm in college and I'm super busy and I have a full-time job and I've got kids and I've got, all these things. So do I. I am a full-time teacher. I'm a coach at my school, so I work with all the teachers at my school and I have to organize trainings and I have to do all kinds of stuff. I'm also a single-ish mom. I have a boyfriend, but it's not my son's dad. So, and I have that. I've got 2 dogs. I've got my little family that needs my attention and I want to give them attention. I've got to make dinner every night. I have to, all the normal things that most people do. I have those too. The good thing is that if you can devote a good solid hour of your day, and it doesn't have to be a consistent hour, but a good hour of your day, you can accomplish so much. I work maybe 2 hours a day. It depends. It's very stretched out. So we talk about professional development. I listen to audiobooks or the National Wake Up Call or whatever on the car on the way to work. I have a 25-minute commute. I might as well see what's going on in the PD world. So I get that knocked out before I even get to work in the morning. I'm knocking it out. If I get to work a little earlier and I'm not on the clock, I'll sit on my phone and respond to Instagram messages or Facebook messages or whatever. And I do what I have to do. And then when I come home from work, and I take care of family business, I take my son to soccer and I sit there in the Vegas heat and we come back and we have dinner and baths and blah, 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 all of that. As soon as he goes to bed, I sit down and I devote 45 minutes every single day without fail. Am I giving up TV time? Yes. Is TV going to build my business? No. So I'm totally okay doing that. And I love it. I love seeing that, getting a message that, because of you, I've quit smoking. So thank you. This is not somebody that's a customer. They haven't purchased anything from me, but seeing that keeps me going. And it's something that I love. Okay. So, where there's a will, there's a way. I work out with my kid. When my son Tyler sits there, or he does his homework while I'm working out, depends on the night. So there's always a way to find time, and you really don't need that much time in your day to really have a good go at this. There are top coaches that still work full-time jobs, and not because they have to, because they're making plenty of money, but it's because something that they love. And last, this was a huge fear of mine. Okay, I'm gonna sign up to do this. I had never done a Beachbody workout before. I had never drank Shakeology. I was not somebody that was a challenger, and then I became a coach. I came into this totally blind. And in my mind, I'm going, how in God's name am I going to coach people? I have no idea about any of this. What does it entail? Am I going to be ready to answer questions and that kind of stuff? And the great thing about coming into an established team is that you will never have a question that goes unanswered. I haven't been coaching for an extreme amount of time. I mean, we're talking 2 months here. And in those 2 short months, I have made it a point to learn as much as I can. And I do that by asking questions. We have our Team FabFit, which is our smaller team. This is our tight-knit group of girls that's growing every day. And then we have our huge upline team called Beatnik. There's over 1,400 coaches in there. And some of the coaches that are in there are elite coaches. They've got their business down packed. They know what's up. And they are so willing to help. And you go on that team page and you post a question, and within 15 minutes, if not less, your question will be answered. I've even reached out to coaches that are not on our team. I've sent them an Instagram message or a Facebook message, just asking them a question about, hey, I saw you posted something, how does that work? And my gosh, they got back to me right away. They didn't ask, what team are you a part of? It's always like, oh my gosh, I'd love to meet new coaches, and they are so willing to help. I've yet to meet one single Beachbody coach, and there are hundreds of thousands of us that has not been willing to help. And you know what? And now that I say that, something else that's a big myth is there are so many coaches. Where am I going to find people? It seems like everybody has a coach. Okay. you've got to kind of put yourself out there, and you've got to reach out to all of you that are in this group. None of you were my personal friends. We're getting to know each other through social media, and look at the communication that we established. We've gotten a good relationship, and that's what it's all about. There are people, billions of people on this planet. You can find them. You just have to reach out and put yourself out there, and people will start to follow you. Start using those cool hashtags, and people are like, oh, this chick is kind of cool, and you're consistent, and people are watching, and then all of a sudden you've got a friend that did Body Beast and has had great results, and they're posting their stuff, and their friends are going, hey, wait a minute, what did you do? You look awesome. And then they will refer them to you if they're not our coaches themselves. So there are people. That is not something that you need to worry about. And as soon as we go international, this business is gonna boom. So you want to be in almost at the ground floor. Not really the ground floor at all, because it's a very established company, but we're on that mark, and we're getting there, guys. Okay, so I hope that some of these myths put you at ease. And if you have any questions, just comment below, and I will be sure to answer you.